right, guys. Steve here with Alpha Flow Trader. This is my mid-morning check-in. It's about 10:27. News, the ISM data came out already. Not much of an impactful candle on that news release, but markets have been going up since. Still no trades for me just yet, and hoping it's not another no trade day. I may sit here past 11 looking for my particular setup as I'm narrowed my trade candidates down to ES. I need ES to get here to R5 and looking for either of these moves right here, immediate rejection or to take out prior week and then rejection. Of course, RSI, as long as it keeps this trend here, RSI is looking good. So as long as RSI is good, we'll look for trades there. We may have to wait past 11 for that though. And then Russell, I've been eyeing Russell, man. Russell got past our blast radius here, and RSI is where we need it to be, but now it's in the middle of nowhere. It's actually tapped a prior week and started rejecting a little bit. But now I'm hoping we can go past prior week and get to R5, and R5 will now be my area to look for reversals here on Russell. So, like I said, may take another leg up here. Maybe it might base right here at this high volume node for a little bit, and then hopefully make another leg up, and we'll look for a reversal there. Dow didn't give us the move we wanted at R5. RSI is descending now, and we didn't get to this supply zone yet. However, if some reason if Dow can base here and give us another leg deep into the supply zone to get RSI up there, then we'll start looking for a reversal there on Dow. But yeah, 10:30 here. No trades just yet. It is Monday. NQ is a candidate as well. NQ is currently in our area. RSI is going to be there. It's approached past R4, but we needed to get clear out all these levels. London high, Asia high, prior day high, prior week. And then we'll start looking for a reversal there. If we could do that, clear out all these levels and get RSI above into overbought territory, then NQ will be in play as well. So let's see if we could get there in the next hour or so with any of these candidates. We've got ES, NQ, all the indexes really still have a shot of giving me something today. Dow not so much, but definitely for sure ES, NQ, and RTY are still on my watch list for today. So hoping to get something in. If the longer we go past 11 now, I'll probably at least reduce size, and as it's not my prime trading hours. So when I get outside my prime trading hours, whether it's pre-market or after my 11 a.m. cutoff, then I'll just if I do get any trades, I'll reduce size just because my past performance shows I don't do as good when I'm outside of my normal trading hours. So we shall see. Just wanted to stop in and update you guys real quick. Still looking for my first trade, and currently watching ES, NQ, and Russell right now as prime candidates for that trade. All right, I'll check back in if I get in anything. All right, guys.
A few moments later.
All right, guys, back again. We are working overtime today. All right, watching ES here. Just tapped our R5 level. Just tapped our R5 level. Now we are waiting on a market shift. Actually, I don't think we got the R5 level. We got one tick off of R5. We're close enough. What's going to happen here is, unfortunately, our our indicator app, KLP Ai, will probably not give us a signal here since it didn't hit 76.1825. It hit 76.18, but I'm gonna go off strat a little bit and just wait for the market shift. Once I get confirmation of a market shift, in RSI, and it does close back inside our RSI range, which it should on a market shift, I will be in this trade. 1240. Normally, I'm done trading by this time, but it's the beginning of the week. My first full week back from vacation. Only had 2 trades last week, I believe, and so very light week. I'm just ready to get back into the swing of things. Definitely don't want to force anything. I normally don't trade after lunchtime, but every once in a while I will, especially if I see a setup worth taking the risk on, which I do here. ES is overextended in my opinion. RSI is here now. Been hovering around overbought levels now for a couple hours now, and I'm just ready to catch that move down, and showing some signs of exhaustion. But yeah, if this candle here closes lower, this should give us a market shift. And let's just measure out what we'd be looking at. Definitely from here, I'd set my stop at probably right at R5 or a couple ticks above R5. So that's about a 20 tick stop for me, approximately. And I'm gonna go in not even half risk. I'm gonna do quarter risk here. So risking about 150 or so. Not much, just something small to get my feet wet, start the week. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Right now, it's not a market shift just yet. We have 2 minutes left, so we'll see what this next candle does. We've got a minute left, and of course, definitely not a market shift yet. So, wouldn't mind to keep going higher to officially tag R5 and give us a proper signal here. Definitely wouldn't mind that, but if it doesn't, then yeah, I'm gonna control the wheel on this one and just enter the trade.
A few moments later.
All right, guys, look like we're gonna get it now, hopefully. And hop in this. I'm gonna set it to pretty decent sized candle. Let's see. Set my stop up here at the other side. R5 is 25 ticks. Yeah, we'll do 5 contracts here.
Order filled.
All right. We are in it, guys. All right. Let's swap over screens so we can get our chart set up here. Let's set our stop. Just above here. We've got 221, huh? So we'll set our first target right down here. We'll set a second one right at same node. We're gonna load most of it in this node, then we'll keep a runner here for we'll target VWAP for now, but VWAP will probably keep coming up here. So we'll see what we ultimately do with this runner. I may put it here at value area low, which I should probably do that for now. I'll leave it right here at value area low. So we're in it. All right, so let's see what happens. We've so once again I took this trade on the micros, at least it hit uh R5. This is R5 right here. We also have a supply zone, but this is the micros, and I usually base my trades off the minis. But yeah, on the micros, at least we hit R5. We came within one tick on the minis. And it just didn't quite get there. So, but I did like that it was overextended. I did like where RSI was at. RSI came back inside of our balanced range, off of overbought, uh, territory. One con that I could say I don't like is that um, we are inside a high volume node and kind of developed. Well, we are right at point of control as well, so it's the only con about this trade that I don't like. But it might be one of those situations where um, I may have to take two attempts at this, and so I am only in at quarter risk on this attempt. So if this attempt fails, I will give it another go as long as RSI and everything still lines up on the second attempt.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, guys. All right, so it looks like we got stopped out. Got the alert while I was eating my lunch. And let's see where we're at right now. All right, so we've officially touched R5 on the minis at least now. Barely. Um, All right, so I'm going to monitor this for a second attempt. It is 1 o'clock and later in the day, but still, I still like this setup here. So we're going to monitor this for a second attempt, and that will be my last trade of the day. Down about $200 right now. Yeah, if we do get in, then we'll do for a similar size on the second attempt, and just try to get back green on the day. This I don't mind at all. I'd like it to push up at least another leg and get our side back above here, as it's been doing. It's been treading over here in these overbought levels. So let's take another dip into overbought state and then retry this again. All right, so if we're gonna wait for that to happen, and we'll take a second attempt at this. All right, I'll hit the recording again if that second trade shows up.
A few moments later.
All right, guys, back at it again. We are officially working double overtime. So we're watching ES here. It's breached R5. I took a trade here, and we failed this attempt. So this will be my second attempt. Now, pre-market, I did mark out these moves that I would be interested in. Obviously, I tested this move and it failed right here. And now we are at prior month. And I'm going to start monitoring for rejection. RSI is right where we need it to be. Starting to come down off its overbought levels. I just think this move is way overextended. That's why I'm trading this late into the day. As I really wanted to attack this move and get that reversal in. So there goes my second and final attempt today. I did take smaller size, quarter of my normal size here at this attempt because it happened outside of my trading hours, and I'll do the same here as well. We also have NQ, which is another possibility. NQ R4 did not take any trades at R4. R5 is where we're at now, had that level marked out. And this also is a possibility. You see RSI as well. It's in an over bought state. So now we just need to just start reversing. So NQES is on watch. If I had to go with either one looks good. So whichever one presents itself. And Trump is also speaking right now. So you know how that goes. And if we do get in somewhere up here, this will be my target to get out. Let's see about NQ. In case we do get an NQ, we would target, let's see, already reached this level already. Reached that as well. Yeah, so value area high. Actually, this high value node right here. And then we've got this point of control here as well. So we've got some room on the way down, especially if you get in up here somewhere. Yeah, we've definitely got some room to travel. All right, there goes our weak signal flash in there. There goes our signal, guys. We are in it. We are in it. 22. So let's go 10 contracts on this one.
Order filled.
All right, so we're in this for 18 ticks. Well, let's see where our stop is at here. Oh, place this final runner down here by wanting control. All right, guys, we are in it. I've got 10 contracts, got my stop set, got my TPs targeted. This is probably gonna be definitely my last trade of the day, but probably gonna be a set it and forget it, as I need to run out and do some errands. It's 2:22. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this recording, guys, and I'll be back hopefully. Um, with a win, but if not, then it's an 0 for 2 day. Kept my risk small today. I am trading after hours, but don't like to start my week 0 for 2. But I was due for it. I think I haven't lost my last 8 trades, I believe. So streak must comes to an end and time to begin a new one. So all right, guys, I'll be back and I'm gonna let this thing play out while I go out and run some errands. What I just oh man. Well, I mean it's still borderline, but RSI just forgot to do my last check with RSI, and that's why our grades are poor, as we have a negative grade for RSI because it's still in overbought territory, which means this momentum here can still be strong enough to continue up before failing. As you can see, this is let's switch back to ES so you guys can get a better view. As you can see, this candle closed still above our RSI range, still in the overbought state. It is below our moving average, which is plus points, but definitely always want RSI to close inside this range here. So that's a mistake there. That's a mistake on my part that I overlooked. I don't know if that would have changed my decision. It is still borderline, but definitely a mistake that I did not take into account when I entered this trade. So we'll see. But all right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here and let this thing play out, and hopefully we got ourselves a win when I get back. All right.
Order filled.
All right, guys. Got an alert that it hit my TP. So what I'm gonna do is, I know I said set it and forget it, but I am gonna leave this at break even. And now this is a risk-free trade for me. Hopefully we can get to this second target here. And yeah, I'm gonna let this thing run.
Order filled.
No, don't say that.
All right, well, it looks like we got stopped out. And yeah, TP1 and stop out, break even. So made a little bit of money on that day, but gonna finish our day down. So 1 for 1 today. Still a down day. I haven't had a red day in a while, so it was due. But yeah, let's go back and review what actually went on here. So we came out here, stopped out, and hit TP1, then stopped me out. And just been basing sideways ever since. So not a bad trade. This one technically didn't give us a signal. And I did go off strat just a little bit, just because, I mean, we was off by it was one tick away from giving us a signal. So I still counted that as reaching R5 and then rejecting. And yeah, I mean, I guess if I followed my rules to a T, I could have avoided this this loss, but I'd say 7, 8 out of 10 times I'm still probably gonna take this trade here, regardless of whether our app KLP gives us a signal or not. So officially, KLP gave us one signal and it hit TP1, then stopped out. So it's all good. These days happen, you know. So small loss day, as long as we keep our losses to a minimum. And yeah, this wasn't even a full risk loss for me. I ended up being down 144 on the day. So you know, small loss. We got 4 more days for the week to get ahead, and that's what we'll work on. We'll work on you know, sticking to our rules, keeping our losses small, and letting our winners run and outweigh our losses. So that's the name of the game, guys. All right, well, that's it for today. Was a long day. Ended up taking both my trades after my normal trading hours. I think my first one was around 12:30 this afternoon, and then the second trade came right around 2 o'clock, 2:15, somewhere around there. So long day for me, guys, but I'm glad to be back in the swing of things. And yeah, we're just gonna set up again tomorrow and look for our trades and let them come to us, guys. All right, so that's it for this trade recap. If you got anything out of this content, please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I will be uploading my daily recaps, whether I trade or not, or if it's a no trade, I'll still update on why I took no trades that day, guys. All right. So once again, like and subscribe. And if you want some more information on KLP, the indicator that you see on the screen here, just go to our website. It's right there at the top of the screen, www.alphaflowtrader.com. There's also some learning content too, as well as strategy, the breakdown of the strategy that I use on a day-to-day basis. All right, guys. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye.